Am I audible? Am I audible? Can you please confirm it? Yes, students. Yeah. So I hope everybody is clear about with my voice, right? Okay. Now, actually, I was late for 8 minutes. So I'm late for 8 minutes first time because up to 6 o'clock, my net was giving a problem. I did not have a connection at all. 6 o'clock, I got 6 o'clock, 5 minutes, I got connection. And to start my system, it has taken some time. That's why I'm late for 8 minutes. Okay, don't mind. Yes, ma. First time I came late, right? First time I came late for 8 minutes. Okay, don't mind for that. Yeah. I hope that everybody is audible. And today's new topic is multi-threading. Today we are talking about multi-threading. We are going to talk. Yes, students, multi-threading. Okay, multi-threading in Python. Last but one topic this is. Yeah. Right. Fine, students. Yeah. So in this, we are talking about the index. I'm talking about the index. Let me talk about the index. Okay. First thing, what is the purpose of multi-threading? First point is called always what? Purpose. Purpose of multi-threading. Purpose of what? Multi-threading. I'm talking about it. Purpose of multi-threading. Next, we are talking about types of applications. Types of applications. Carefully understand, my dear students. Types of applications. There we are talking about A, process-based applications. Process-based applications. Right? Process-based applications. Fine, guys. Process-based applications. And B is called thread-based applications. Thread-based applications. So we will explain both of them. What is the meaning of this? Next, we will talk about development of thread-based application. Our main task is what? Thread-based application. That is the aim of multi-threading. We are talking about it. We will start about development of see that thread-based applications. Thread-based applications. Next, we are talking about the module required, predefined module for thread-based application. The name of the module we are using, threading module. What is the name of the module, students? Can anybody can say? What is the module name? Threading module. Threading module. Name of the module is threading module. Regular expression module is called what? Regular expression module is called what? RE. Yes, very good. Threading module. Now we are talking about inside of that threading module. We'll discuss a lot of things. So next, started with the number of approaches. And you will really enjoy this coding. And it is difficult also. Number of approaches to develop thread-based applications. Thread-based applications. We are going to discuss that. We are entering into that. And later we are entering. There are 3 approaches are there. We will discuss all of them. And next we are going to start about programming examples. This is the one. Next we are talking about. One more thing is deadlocks. Deadlocks in deadlocks. There, how we are going to deadlocks. That is meaning of deadlock. Deadlock elimination. Right? And deadlock elimination, we will talk about it. Elimination. Next, we will talk about class. There is a class called what? There is a class called a lock. There is a class called lock. Predefined class is there. We are going to talk about it. Predefined class. Predefined class called lock. We will explain. And next followed by deadlock programming examples. Deadlock programming examples. Programming examples. This is the index of our topic. This is the index we are going to talk about it. Right, students? Let us start the discussion related to thread-based application in the class. Right, students? Come on, ma. Now I will enter. Slowly, I will bring into. Today, I will make you to understand what is the use of multi-threading. I will make you to understand first. Later, I will enter into types of process-based applications and thread-based applications. Let me start about, first I will explain this concept. Okay, let me enter into the types of applications. I will explain. Okay, right. In the context of multi-threading, see students, all of you, in the context of this first introduction session is a little confusion and a little tension will be coming, but don't get it. Don't get the tension. It will be easily understandable. And of course, that you can understand very easily. In the context of multi-threading, we have two types of applications. In this context of multi-threading, right? We have two types of applications, right? They are, I'm writing, they are, first one I'm talking about process-based applications. Process-based applications. Carefully understand, my dear students. Process-based applications. Second one I'm talking about thread-based applications. Thread-based applications. Yeah. Process-based applications and then thread-based applications. Two things are there. Sir, what is this process-based application? Can you explain in detail? Yes, we are going to talk about the process-based applications. Right? 1 minute, students, just for a minute. Yes, students. Yeah. So let us start with in the context of multi-threading, we can develop two types of applications. They are process-based applications. Next is called what? Thread-based applications. What is process-based applications? What is process-based applications? We are going to talk about it. Yeah. So very simple to understand, dear students, process-based applications. I'm going to talk about it. Process-based applications, I'm going to explain. Dear students, what is this process-based applications meaning actually? Very simple, very simple. Process-based applications meaning is, examples first I will tell you. C language, C++, the olden days programming languages or comes under process-based applications actually. C language applications, C++ applications are called what? C language, C++ applications or comes under process-based applications. Let me give you more clarity. Just listen, ma. You go on listening it, you will get very perfection. Dear students, you take the word called multi-threading. The word called multi-threading is actually coming from operating system called multitasking. What is that concept called? Multitasking. Actually, I want to give you introduction to multi-threading place. I want to write it. Here on the top of it, I will write it. On the top of it, I will write it. Instead of applications, I will write like this. That is better what I feel now. Introduction to multi-threading. Let me write it. Like this, I will start. Introduction to multi-threading. Okay, students. In the context of operating system, you take it. Just for a minute. In my system, what I started, I started my notepad. I started our meeting also, So I started Python software also. See that I will start Python software also. I will start Python software also. Python software also I will start. Python software also I will take it. This is called our Python software also started. So in my system, how many softwares are available? Python software is available. Some notepad is open. Notepad is open. Zoom software is open. 3 softwares are running simultaneously and monitored by our OS. Understand? So the centralized person is called what? OS. Is a component that is created one separate flow to monitor my notepad. OS is created a separate flow to monitor my Python related activities. OS is created a separate flow to monitor my Zoom meeting details. I will open Paint also. Paint also I will open it. Paint also I opened it. So how many applications I opened at a time in my system? Multiple softwares, multiple tasks are going on simultaneously. Dear students, if you understand my point here carefully, this is my OS. This is called my OS. My OS is performing. My OS is performing. See, my dear student, here I am saying that my OS is doing multiple operations are doing in this case. My operating system is doing multiple operations, dear students. One is the operation called Notepad. One is the operation called Edit Plus. One is the operation called Python. One is the operation called Paint. One more is called Java. One more is called a database. Observe it. This is called a Notepad. This is called what you know. This is going to be called what you know. Edit Plus. Something like Python software. And next my thing is available to Java programming, for example. Now I opened here called what? Jupyter Notebook I opened, for example. Jupyter Notebook, I opened it. Just going on listening. And menu, Zoom software is open. Next is called Oracle database is open. MySQL database is also open. How many number of databases are open? How many? 2 databases, 1 Zoom software, etc. Just think carefully, guys. This type of OS is having centralized place, and this is concentrating on many of the things. Are these operations are going on simultaneously or one by one? Is operating system is doing the operations all at once or one by one? Simultaneously. Everybody must understand the word called what? Simultaneously. Simultaneously, they are executing internally. Such a type of simultaneous execution is called what? Concurrent execution. Such a type of simultaneous execution. I am giving the word called what? Simultaneous execution. Simultaneous are also called as what? Parallel execution. Parallel execution is called what? Parallel execution or simultaneous execution, also called as what? Concurrent execution we can call. That means the operating system is internally developed with the concept of what? Any type of program. OS is nothing but a collection of programs developed continuously, executing many softwares simultaneously. We call it as what? Concurrent execution we can call. Such a type of concurrent execution or parallel operations are called what? Multitasking we can call. Multitasking. The name itself says, students, multitasking. Multitasking is the specialized concept of OS where it can execute multiple operations parallelly. Such a type of multitasking, if you want to perform, the OS software developed, the OS software, dear students, carefully understand my developed. This is the most critical word I am expecting from you people to understand. Developed. The OS software developed with what? Threading concept they used internally. Which concept they used it, ma? Threading. Developed by using threading concept they used it. Then only what operations are possible? Simultaneous operations are possible. Simultaneous operations execution is possible. Similarly, today I want to develop one Python program. Yes, ma Omkar. So I want to develop my Python program. See, students, my Python program should do what? X operation, Y operation, Z operation, X operation, Y operation, Z operation. Simultaneously, it has to do it. My Python program has to do all these operations simultaneously. My Python program has to execute all these operations simultaneously. Such a type of simultaneous operations you want to execute, I must use today the new concept called what? Multi-threading, I must use it. Python programming has to use what? Multi-threading. Multi-threading, I must use it. What is this operation? For example, sum operation I want to execute. For example, sub operation I want to execute. Multiplication operation I want to execute. I want to execute a div operation. Div operation. I want to execute modulus operation. Modulus operation. I want to execute what? Exponentiation operation. Exponentiation operation. I want to execute what? Something like floor division operation. Floor division operation. I want to execute something like what, DB insert operation I want to execute. One Python program has to execute these operations simultaneously. Because of simultaneous execution, what advantage is coming? A fastest execution will be achieved. Fastest execution, you can get it. That is nothing but what less execution is always resulted. I will show including time also, I will show you. Including timing also, I will show. I will measure the time with the threading, without threading, I will show you. So what is that, ma? Less time is taking. Tell me, students, it is nothing but what? A Python programming contains a facility called multi-threading. It can execute all the operations parallelly. So with the multi-threading, what we can do? Executes multiple operations, multiple operations parallelly. Parallelly, it will execute. So that we are going to get what time here? We are going to get what? Fastest execution will be achieved. That is nothing but a less execution time I got it. Less time I got it. Less execution time I got it. Fastest execution is achieved. Instead of that, if no multi-threading is using, what will happen? What will happen? I will show you now. Wait. Look at that, students. I am going to take, because many diagrams I am going to give you. I am not preparing the notes because first class I will give you the awareness about the multi-threading. Let us take one small diagram. This is my diagram. Carefully watch, my dear students. It is more than enough if you understand this. These diagrams are very, very important first day. Take it as a C software. Take it as a C software here. C software, C, comma, C++ programming, you take it. Okay. In this case, what is happening, my dear students? My dear students, I am writing here, I am having the function called what? Some function I am having. Next, I am having sub function. Just one example, ma. Next is called a multiplication function. Next is called a div function. Next is called a modulus function. Enough. According to your knowledge of your C programming, I hope you know how these functions are executing. Here we have the definition also. This is called a definition of what function? Sum function. I have the definition for what function here? Sub function. This is called sub function. Logic for sub function. Logic for sub function. Okay. Multiplication function logic. Here multiplication function logic this is. Next is called a division function logic this is. Division function logic this is. Next is called a modulus function logic this is. Modulus function logic this is. Okay. Right. Now, you tell me, now I am giving the clarity here. Everybody must answer my question. How these functions are executing? First, it will come to one line I am writing, ma. Carefully understand. I will take some separate line. Green line I will take it. First, it will come to this line. So what is happening? It will, some function call is taking place. Immediately what will happen? It will go to the definition. It will execute. Right, coming back. After coming back, it will go to where next? It will come to where next? It will come to, of course, it is going to be the same function. It will next execute what? Next execute this sub function. Sub function. This green line you observe it. Once this sub function is there, what is happening? It will go to where? It will go to where? Going to the definition, execute this part, and then coming back to this. Next, after that, what is happening? It will go to where? It will go to where? It will go to where, my dear students? Understand me carefully. Understand me carefully. It will go to sub function. Next, it will come to multiplication function. Multiplication function, it will go. Then multiplication function will execute, go to the logic, and then next coming to where? Next coming to where? It is coming to where next? It is coming to where? Division function. Division function. Just observe these lines more carefully. Then after the division function, what is happening? It will come to next what? Next it is coming to where? It is coming to division function. Next it is coming to modulus function. Modulus function. In the modulus function, what is happening? Executing. And how these functions are executing, students? Here functions are executing one after the other. Here, now I am writing, students. Here, the above functions, above functions, carefully understand, are executing one after other. One after other. That is called sequentially. Omkar. One after the other, they are executing. Executing one after the other. Functions are executing one after other. They are executing one after other. And it is called what? Sequential execution or simultaneous execution? Sequential execution or simultaneous execution? Sequential execution. Come on, students, all of you. Sequential execution. Am I correct? Am I correct? Due to sequential execution, what is happening? Due to sequential execution, what is happening? Taking more time or less time? Right? Very good. Sequential execution. Now I am writing the next point. Definitely sequential execution. I am giving still introduction. Sequential execution takes always more time to complete the program, more time to execute. That's why most of the olden days languages are called sequential execution. Such a type of applications are called what? Process-based applications we can call. Spell out for my students. Process-based applications. The green line which I wrote here, the green line which I wrote here is called what you know? Thread we can call. What is that? It is called thread we can call. Thread. What is a thread? Very carefully, I'm going to give you. A thread is nothing but one flow. A thread is nothing but one flow of control to perform certain operation. Simple, ma'am. How many operations are there with me? Understanding threading is very difficult actually. If you understand me, that is more important. I have sum is one operation, sub is one operation, multiplication is one operation, division is one operation, and modulus is one operation. How many people are there? Only one person is there. Suppose KVR is only one person. I have six or five operations with me. If I do only one by myself, only I am doing my 5 operations one by one. It will take what time? One by one, myself only doing first operation, second operation, third operation, fourth operation, fifth operation. One by one, I am only doing. So I am called which person? Process-based person I am called. Which person I am? Process-based person I am called. Jafar, exactly. Yes. See, that is one. So KVRs are called 5 students of his own. 5 students called. Come student, all 5 students I called. I said them, please execute sum function 1%, sub function 1%, like multiplication 1 function, DAV 1 function, modulus 1 function. Come on. Yes, Omkar, correct. Come to the point quickly. I am the one which I am handovering 5 tasks to 5 of my students. How my 5 students are executing? Simultaneously, they will execute their own operation. Just imagine that KVR is there. Before me, my 5 students are there. My 5 students are executing 5 operations simultaneously. That is called what type of execution, my dear students? That is called which type of execution? Parallel execution we can call, simultaneous execution we can call. That type of provision is provided by what? Threading. Look at here, I am taking sum function, I am taking sub function, I am taking multiplication function, I am taking DIV function, I am taking modulus function. Modulus function. See, my dear students, here, what is happening? It is executed by one of the thread. Now I'm going to say, my dear students, I will show you some little colorful output. This is executed by one thread. 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 Dear students, these are called what you know. These are called what you know. I'm writing here thread 1. Thread 1. This is called what you know. Thread 2. Thread 2. This is called what you know, thread 3. Thread 3. This is called what you know, thread 4. I am taking here it as what? Thread 4. Thread 4. This is called thread 5. This is called thread 5. Tell me, thread 5. All these things are monitored by what? One more thread in the background of it. One more thread in the background of it. One more thread in the background of it. I will just write it, one background part here. One background I will write it. This is the thread which is verifying, which is just monitoring them, which is just monitoring them. This is a thread which is monitoring them, which is monitoring all this kind of thing. This is monitored and this is monitored. All these threads are monitored by one more kind of thread. So now you tell me, in this place, how many threads are there? How many threads are there? 5 threads are there. 5 threads are there. Monitoring 5 threads. These threads are called, come on to the students, these threads are called child threads we can call, sub threads we can call. Sub or what? Sub or what? Child threads we can call. Child threads we can call. Child threads we can call. Subthreads are what? Child threads we can call. And this thread is called what? Main thread we can call. I will execute the program and everything I will show you. You will really enjoy this class. Right or not? Main thread. Created internally what? Subthreads. This is called what? Thread-based applications we can call. Thread-based applications we can call. Thread-based applications we can call. Students, carefully understand, ma. I will give more clarity for you. So thread-based applications provides what? Here, all the above functions, come on, are executing. All the above functions are executing simultaneously. I will write it simultaneously or what? Concurrently. That will take less time or more time. This type of applications are called what? Thread-based applications we can call. And provides what time it is taking? Less execution time is taken. Dear students, tell me if you really follow me, try to understand my concept once. Thread-based applications examples are called what? Python is one thread-based application. Java is also one thread-based language. Now, Java is making us C++ programming doesn't have the capability to provide multiple threads creation. But in Python programming, we have the creation for what? We have the facility to create multiple threads at the same time. Of course, coming to that, yes, ma. Spelling mistake of thread, where it is, ma? Okay, so that I will correct it. If you want, I will correct it. Not an issue, I will correct it. So it is called what, thread-based applications we can call, right? Still, lot of discussion is there. Don't get attention that it is just completed. Okay. Still, if you are not able to understand these lines, I will write one simple line and then much more meaningful I will take it. Nothing to worry about it. Just I will try to write it this one. Yeah. Just for a minute. With my drawing, I will make you to understand. This is called what? I will give you this entire thing. A big line I will give you. This is called what, main thread we can call. The main thread itself will make you to understand. The main thread itself will make you to understand. The main thread itself will make you to understand that all these threads are monitored by. Which one? Main thread. Yes. So coming to this point of it, these threads are monitored by what? Right. So these are called what, subthreads we can call. This is called what thread? Main thread we can call. Dear students, I hope that this is called main thread. So you're getting one picture in you. Last and final, I'm giving a clarity here. And you are the one of the student, you are applying multi-threading in my class. What are you doing by sitting in my class, my dear students? Just general knowledge example. Then I will go for notes preparation. You are my student. Brain, you are applying in listening my class. What are you doing, students? Can you tell me now? What are you doing, students? Can you tell me? By sitting in my class, what are you doing? You just go on, tell me. Number one operation, please. What are you doing? Quickly, I want to know. First operation, what you are doing, I want to know. Number one, listening the class. Number one is called listening the class. I hope everybody is understanding me. Listening is called one operation. Next is called what? Right, very good. Writing the notes, super. Writing the notes is called another operation. Next, what are you doing? Understanding is called another operation. Next, what are you doing? Observing, that is called next operation. And next is called what? Next, somebody is saying, Saifuddin saying that eating, he is eating, it seems, right? Thinking, next taking, breathing also. This is called what? General knowledge example. That means you are right, taking, breathing. These are all called a different type of operations you are doing. Right, like that, Shanavas, correct. So your brain is thinking, your brain is thinking multiple operations you are applying. You are applying multiple operations, dear student. Dear student, you are applying multiple operations, my dear students. Listening, writing, different operations you are applying here. Hence it is called what? The brain is called some type of program. That program is internally having what? Multiple flows are there. Multiple flows are there to do multiple operation. This is called thread 1. This is called thread 2. This is called thread 2. This is called thread 2. Like this. These are all called what? Threads we can call. This is called what? Thread 3. This is called thread 4. This is called thread 4. I'm saying that here this is comes under what? Thread 4. And the next is called thread 5. This is called thread 5. This is called thread 5. And next is called thread 6. Thread 6. These are called thread 6. Understand me carefully, students. How many threads are there in my program? 6 threads are there. Hence my program of Python is called what? Multi-threaded or single-threaded? Multi-threaded or single-threaded? Right. Multi-threaded. Now I'm asking one beautiful question. What is the purpose of thread? What is the purpose of thread? The purpose of a thread is executing a particular operation. Students, all of you, executing a particular operation, executing a particular operation whose logic, Seema, whose logic written in method. Written in where? Method. Did you understand? Did you understand? Who will perform the operation actually? Methods will perform. Such methods are internally executed by what? Threads. Slowly you catch the actual point of technology. Methods are meant for performing what? Methods are meant for performing what? Come on, all of you. Methods are meant for performing what? Operation. Such a type of methods are simultaneously executed by what? Thread 1. So listening function executed by one thread. Writing function executed by another thread. Breathing function executed by another thread. Understanding function executed by another thread. Observing function executed by another thread. Eating function executed by another thread. All of them are there inside the Python program only. Did you understand the definition of thread first of all, students? Did you understand? Yes. Our goal is what today? What is our goal of further thing is what? How to create a thread we will learn in the class. How to create a thread we will learn in the class. For that we are having a module called what? Threading module is available in Python. Did we apply so far? Did we apply so far that program? Did we apply threading model? Come on, students, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Okay, now tell me, have you applied so far any threading module, ma? Have you applied any threading module so far? No, we did not write any so far any threading. We did not apply. We did not apply. We are going to apply now. Okay. Now Python, now I will come to later. That part I will come to later. Now tell me, first of all, are you understanding the thread definition? Thread definition. What is the purpose of thread? Executing a particular operation whose logic written in the form of method. Whose logic written in the form of method. Method contains what? Block of statements. Such a type of statements are executed by one thread. Another method executed by another thread. Another method executed by another thread. 10 methods are there, 10 threads are there. Each thread is meant for executing one type of method. Hence, thread, thread, colon, thread executes what? From today onwards, you have to understand, thread executes what? Method. Thread executes the method. Method will perform what? Operation. How many functions, how many methods we have? 6 methods are there. How many threads I have to create? How many threads I have to create? Yes, students. How many threads I have to create? 6 threads I have to create. Such a type of program is called what program? Such a type of program is called what program? Waiting for your answer. Excellent. Mono, multi-threading. Taushif, super. Piyush, yeah, Sudhakar, good ma, Kotesh. Yeah, Abhishek, super. Multi-threading. What is the purpose of multi-threading? It provides what type of execution? It provides which type of execution? Parallel execution, simultaneous execution, concurrent execution. In operating system, multi-threading is known as which topic? In operating system, multi-threading is known as which concept? Excellent. Multitasking. Super. You are super. Every topic you are understanding like anything, students. It's really felt very happy. Yeah, 80% of the students are responding like anything, ma. Super. I really happy about it. So, coming to the point of it, now I want to write a small line before that. In the context of, in the introduction to multi-threading, I am giving ma, in the context of OS, we have what concept? We have a concept called what? Multitasking. What is the topic name? Multitasking. What it will do? Where it can perform multiple operations simultaneously, concurrently. I can write what you know, concurrently. Super. Dear students, that is in the case of OS. What about the languages? The concept of multitasking of OS brings into programming languages as what? Multi-threading. What name it is bringing? Multi-threading. The concept of multitasking of OS brings into programming languages as what? Multi-threading. Now I am writing the main purpose of multi-threading. The main purpose of what? Multi-threading. The main purpose of multi-threading is that, come on, to achieve. Are you able to understand me? Is to achieve. What is that? 1 minute. To achieve the concurrent execution. That is nothing but what? Simultaneous or what? Concurrent execution. Simultaneous or what? Concurrent execution. The main purpose of multi-threading is that to achieve the concurrent execution, or also called simultaneous or concurrent execution, we can call. Students, are you okay? Are you understanding the context of multi-threading? First meaning is multi-threading. They will ask you the question, with the multi-threading, what you can achieve? To say all of you, with the multi-threading, what you can achieve? What you can achieve? Yes, I am interested to know that. Concurrent execution. So simple example you take it, ma. When I am teaching my class, in my class, how many threads are there in my brain? I am typing, I am talking, I am observing who is typing and who is not typing. I am saying that who is correct and who is typing wrong. I am just observing like a offline class, who is seeing on the screen and all those things. Reading the chart window, everything I am doing. That means in my brain, am I just doing one operation or multiple operations at the same time? Am I doing multiple operations at the same time? So in my brain, how many threads are there? In my brain, how many threads are there? Multiple threads are there. Okay. One more example, let me tell you. When you are going on the bike, what are you doing? You are seeing in the front, the front road, you are increasing the speed, you are changing the gear, and you are seeing the left side, right side, back side, you are applying all. Mobile, you are talking, all those things. Are we doing all those things or not? Are we doing all those things or not? Yes. But all these, too much multi-threading is dangerous. Too much multi-threading is dangerous because we get a wrong result also. Am I correct or not? Too much multi-threading is also wrong. Too much multi-threading is also going to give you errors. That is called what? That's what I said in my indexing. That's why in my indexing, which concept it is there? Deadlocks concept is there, that I will eliminate by using a special class called what? Lock class is there. Lock class. The moment when you enter onto the bike, I will lock. Left side, I will apply the lock. You cannot see left side, you cannot see right side. Only front you can observe it. Only front you can observe it. I'm locking. I'm taking out your phone. I'm taking everything. Helmet wearing. Only front you need to watch it. I hope you are following me. The main purpose of multi-threading is that to achieve the concurrent execution, simultaneous or concurrent execution. I hope you are following me. Right, students? Hence, now I'm writing multi-threading. Multi-threading is one of the specialized form of what? Multitasking of OS. Multitasking of what? OS. Beautiful, students. So are you getting one idea now? So far what we have written, the programs, are they containing threads? Are they containing threads? Come on. No, we did not use any threads there. We did not use any threads. I will explain them. Okay. Now, students, now come on to the point of it. In this context, I'm writing, in this context, I can say, in this context, we can write, we have two types of applications we can develop. One is called what? Process-based application. One more is called thread-based application. Tell me, what is the process-based applications? Process-based applications contains how many threads, ma? Process-based applications contains how many threads? Super, Tausif, very good. Very good. Sudhakar, good, ma. Kotesh, Monu, everybody good. Contains only one thread. Super, students. Contains only one thread. Extraordinary. Okay. Process-based applications provides which execution? Process-based applications provides which execution? Sequential execution. Provides what execution? Sequential execution. Sequential execution. Provides which execution? Sequential execution. Next I'm writing, process-based application takes more execution time. More execution time because the operations are completing one by one. Okay, any application is taking more execution time. Process-based applications are treated as heavyweight components. Am I correct? Heavyweight components. Heavyweight component. There is a person there is a person who is having 150 kilos, 150 kgs. How he can walk? How he can walk? How much time he will take to move? Very slowly he will walk. So he is called which person? Heavyweight or lightweight component? Lightweight or heavyweight? Is a heavyweight component. It is something like what? Process-based application we can call. Now coming to next, I am going to talk about what? Thread-based applications I am going to come across. Thread-based applications I am coming across. See students, thread-based applications I am coming across. Tell me, my dear students, thread-based applications are those, I am writing here, thread-based applications are those, I am saying that thread-based applications are those, come on, thread-based applications contains, if you want, contains how many threads? How many threads? Multiple threads, super. Contains multiple threads, multiple threads, multiple threads. Beautiful. Next, thread-based applications contains, thread-based applications provides, thread-based applications provides concurrent execution. Both of them can provide, both sequential it can provide, concurrent also it can provide. I will write both of them. Sequential as well as what? Concurrent execution. Concurrent execution it can provide. It can provide both sequential, okay, both sequential it can provide as well as concurrent execution also it can provide. Sequential execution as well as concurrent execution it can provide. Thread-based applications takes what time? Less execution time. Less execution time. Less execution time. Excellent. Every thread-based application is treated as what component? Lightweight component. Every thread-based application is treated as what? Lightweight component. Lightweight component. As on today, industry need what type of technology? What type of technology? Thread-based technology only using everywhere. Everywhere else thread-based. Our telecommunication is completely thread-based applications only, dear students. Our Google servers, our cloud, everything is called what? Thread-based applications only. Thread-based technologies only using. Process-based technologies people are not using nowadays. Right, students? Is it understandable today? Yeah. What is my discussion in today's class? What do you understand in a simple sentences, my dear students? First thing you understand, I think so. What is the multitasking? Multitasking is a concept of what? OS. Multitasking, this itself will give you the good background for you. In my system, I will open many softwares. All the softwares are monitored by what? One single OS. That means our OS is concentrating on all the softwares what you open. So it is doing multiple tasks. Such a similar manner, in place of this OS, I have a Python program. It can do multiple operations. To do multiple operations like OS, I must apply multi-threading. The concept of multitasking of OS bring into programming languages as multi-threading. The main purpose of multi-threading is that to achieve the concurrent execution, that is a simultaneous and concurrent execution, the multi-threading is one of the specialized form of OS, multitasking of OS. Right, students? We understand. Now we are going to give you the clarity. Now we are entering into where, ma? Now we are entering into where? Process-based applications. Examples, if you want, I can give you. I can give you the examples here, students. See the examples, ma. Examples I will give you. What are the examples I am giving here? C language. Next is called CPP. CPP. And thread-based applications examples, if you want me to give you examples, if I want me to give you examples, I am giving Python, and next is called Java, and next is called .NET also. .NET also. .NET also. I hope we are entering into which one now? Thread-based applications we are entering. Shall we go to the thread-based applications now? Thread-based applications we are entering now. Shall we enter into the thread-based applications, students? Yes. Let us enter into the thread-based applications now. Thread-based applications, I just want to go for it. Let us go for the thread-based applications important now. Let us go to the thread-based applications. So let us move to the thread-based applications in the class. I will take it. Let's watch. Now I'm entering into thread-based applications now. Thread-based applications I am entering now. So let us watch once here. Thread-based applications I am going to enter. Simple. I'm going to give you the clarity on this thread-based applications we can call. So let us go to the, I will take it, coming to the point of it. Thread-based applications, I am going to enter into that. First, we must understand what is the thread. What is the purpose of thread? Yeah, come on, tell me everybody, what is the definition of thread? First point you tell me. Definition of, no tension at all, ma. Definition of thread. Can anybody can answer my question? Yes, Ram, Anuj, good. It is a small program, we can say, but you have to say correct word is what? A flow of control. A flow of control. It is not a program actually, Ram. It is called a flow of control. Actually, small program is called a function. Subprogram of main program is called a function. A part of the main program is called a small program. Who is executing such a small program today? Thread is executing, right? A flow of control is called what? Thread. A flow of control is called thread. Am I clear? A flow of control is called thread. Of course, I am going to show you that. So far, what we did, PVM is only going to execute. PVM is only executing our program we are saying. Actually, PVM is internally containing one thread. PVM is internally containing one thread. I will show you that. I will explain now. A flow of control is called thread. What is the purpose of thread, sir? That also you tell me, sir. Come on, everybody. I want to know, everybody, what is the purpose of thread? Yes, now I am saying. The purpose of thread, I will say, this is called flow is over. Now the purpose of thread, is that to execute any type of operation. I will write within the double quotes, to execute any type of operation, any type of what? Operation. To execute any type of operation concurrently, any type of operation concurrently. Look at carefully. Concurrently, or I will write like this. One more way I will write it. One more way I am writing. The purpose of thread is that, same wording I will write it. The purpose of thread is that to perform the operation, whose logic is written in the form of methods. In the form of what? Methods or what? Functions. In the form of methods or functions. The purpose of thread is that to perform the operation whose logic is written in the form of methods or what? Functions. Very, very good. Right. So now tell me in the simple word, who will execute the method from now onwards? You tell me. Internally, in a very technical point of view, who will execute the method? Yes, ma. Second is difficult, huh? Second is, I just elaborated. Execute certain operation concurrently. Operations are written in the form of what? Methods. Methods are containing what? Whose logic? Logic is nothing but statements written in where? Methods. Whose operation? To perform the operation. Whose logic is written in the form of methods? Simple words. From now onwards, from now and then, methods are executed by threads. In the bracket, if you want, methods are executed by threads. I will show you practically. I will execute and I will show you, my dear students. Okay, right. Is it okay? Purpose is clear? Or any difficulty, guys? Purpose is clear, students? Yeah, because threading. Did you feel difficulty easy? Did you feel difficulty is easy? Easy, sir. Okay. Now tell me, whenever you write, now, dear students, come on to one small diagram. I am creating. This is called my thread-based application only. I will write a big diagram. This is called thread-based application. Okay? Very careful, ma. Thread-based application. Thread-based application. Okay, very good. In the thread-based application, two things I am showing to you. Because this is a key. This is only the main important, ma. This is a very important. Of course, it is so dead easy for you. I don't expect you will take much time of my explanation. You will catch me quickly. There is no doubt in that. Yeah. Here I am talking about, this is called default. This is called by default, ma. Both of them are thread-based application in Python only. This is called what? Python environment only. By default Python environment. Here I am saying default environment, default thread-based application, default thread-based application I am taking. Default thread-based application I am taking. Careful. Default thread-based applications I am talking. Default this is called. Okay. Default thread-based application I am talking. Okay. What is this default thread-based application? What is happening behind that? See, I am having here sum function, sub function, multiplication function, division function. And next is called modulus function. Next is called expo function. Now these are my functions. Tell me, my dear students, sum function, sub function, multiplication function, div function, mod function, expo function are internally executed by PVM. Am I correct? Actually, who is going to execute the Python program? Yes, I am very much interested to know. PVM, right or not? Yes, students. Yes, this is called PVM. Carefully understand. Now I am coming to that. Now I am writing there only PVM. This is called PVM. VM. I am writing here M. There I am writing students. I am saying that PVM. Okay. Do you know the PVM internally containing one thread, ma? PVM is containing internally only one thread. Just like I will write a zigzag line, you just understand this is containing one thread. Like a refill, there is a nib. Only one nib is there. In a pen, there is one nib is there. One refill is there. That's it. This one single thread will execute some function, next a sub function, next a multiplication function, next a div function, next a mod function, next what? Expo function. This is called which one? Default thread-based application. How many threads are there? Only one thread is there. It is also called which type of execution? Sequential execution. Don't call it as process-based application because we are in the Python. That's why I named as what? Default thread-based application, mono. Default thread-based application. See, my dear students, I will just give you one single line. This is executing this operation. This operation. Yes, this operation. After that, what is happening? After that, what is happening? It is executing. Next, what is happening? It is coming to where? Sub. Next, it is coming to where? Multiplication. Next, it is coming to where? Division. Next, it is coming to where? Next, modulus. Modulus. Next, it is coming to where? Expo. Expo. It is coming to expo. This is called which thread? This is called which thread? Single thread. This is considered as what? Single thread. This is called as what? Single thread we can call. This is called as what? Single thread only available. Single thread. I will execute and I can show you what is the name of the single thread. Whose name is? Whose name? Whose name is? Name is main. Main, M-A-I-N. I will print it and I will show you main. What type of execution it is? What type of execution it is? Sequential execution. Did you understand? It is a default thread-based application. Dear students, same thing you go. Same thing you go. Same thing you go. Same thing you try to take it. Same thing you try to take it. Yeah. Come down. I will take it. I will take it. Here I am taking some function, sub function like this. See, my dear students, here also PVM is there. Here also PVM is there. Let us see with the diagrams itself, you can understand my class. This is called PVM. This is called PVM. This is called PVM, or otherwise this is called PVM. Okay. This PVM is having the capability, I will write here, PVM is having the capability, to create multiple threads. Look at, it has a capability to create what? Thread. This is called thread. This is called thread. I will change this color. Thread. One more thread I will create. 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 Okay. Like that. I will create some more threads. One more thread I will create. One more thread I will create. One more thread I will create. Modulus. One more thread I will create. Expo. One more thread I will create. Come on. Here I am writing. Here I am writing. Thread. Thread 1. Next I will create thread 2. This is called thread 2. Thread 2. What is this is called? Thread 3. Thread 3. What is this is called? Thread 4. Thread 4. Thread 5. Thread 5. Thread 6. Thread 6. These are called what? These threads are called subthreads we can call, or child threads we can call. These threads are called what? Subthreads. I will show everything in the program. You will really enjoy. First I am covering my subject. Topic I'm covering my topic. Also called as what? Child thread we can call. Child thread we can call. Subthread or what? Child thread we can call. Behind of the child thread, there is one more thread PVM contains. There is one more thread PVM contains. There is one more thread PVM contains, which is monitoring. Which is thread. There is one more thread is there. Behind of these things, there is one more thread is available, which is called a main thread. Like teacher in the class, like students in the class, this is called main thread. Main thread. This is called main thread. Understand, my students, this is called a main thread. These are called subthreads. These are called subthreads. See, students, how easy they are called. How easy they are called. See, PVM contains main thread. Main thread will create the subthreads. Hence, PVM contains main thread. Main threads internally creates the subthreads here. I am writing a simple sentence here, my dear students. PVM contains what? Main thread. Remember, with the programmatical, this is called what? PVM contains main thread. With our program, I am going to create main thread creates subthreads. I will show you how to create subthreads. And subthreads executes the operations. And they execute, and subthreads executes methods. Concurrently they will execute. This is called the flow. This is called programmatic thread-based application. Programmatic thread-based application. Dear students, are you okay? Programmatic thread-based application. Yes, exactly, Kotesh. Exactly. Right. So, tell me in the classroom, myself is called which thread? Excellent, Tausif. Good. Main, Mes, Mono, Ram, Kotesh, Akila, Piyush. Good. Srinivas, Saifuddin, Jafar, Abhi. Yeah, excellent. Good. Everybody, Omkar, good. Jafar. Me is called what? Main thread. You people are what? You are my subthreads. You are my child threads. If I say write the examination, who will write the examination? You people will write the examination. You are the child threads doing the operation. I am the one. I am observing you. I created to do the test to write the examination. Did you understand the threading model today? Do you understand the threading model? Only this model you understand, it is enough. Come on, PVM contains how many threads? PVM contains how many threads, my dear students? One thread. What is its name? What is its name? No, Abhishek. Main thread, mom. Main thread. Main thread will create what? Main thread will create what, mom? Subthreads. Super. Now I am asking you a question. Is the main thread a default creates any thread? Is it creating any thread on its own? No. So who has to create a thread? Programmer will create a thread which is executed by the main thread. Dear students, did you understand? Yes, sir. Understood. Now, in today's concept, we can understand one important point in the class. That is called what you know. We understand one important thing. So, thread-based applications, you understand. The main purpose of these threads, you understand. Now, back to our notes. Here you see. When we write any multi-threading application, when we write any Python program, there exist two threads. Let me write this point. When we write any Python program, there exist two types of threads. Two types of what? Threads. Two types of threads. They are. What is that? A. What is that? A. But the first one, sub or what? Child thread. I will show you that, all these things, whatever I am saying, I will show you practically. Don't leave the system. Don't leave until the class is over, which is I'm taking few minutes. Please don't leave the system because you will get tomorrow difficulty. Subthread. Next is called what? Main thread. main thread. Right, let us write what is the purpose of main thread. Now I am writing the purpose of, now I am asking the question, sub or child thread. Who will do the actual operation, my dear students? Who will do the actual work in the multi-threading program? No. I am asking ma, who will do the actual execution actually? Who will execute? Subthread will execute. Who will do the actual operation? Subthreads. I told you just now. Even in previously, all the methods are executed by what? Threads only. I am going to show you the threads today. Who will execute actual operations? Methods only, no doubt in that. Methods are internally executed by what? Methods are internally subthreads. Subthreads. The main purpose of sub or child thread subthread is that some people can call it as a foreground thread also they can call. Which thread they are called? Some people are calling it as what? Foreground thread. Foreground thread. Foreground thread it is called. Foreground thread. We can call it as a subthread or child thread or foreground thread. Foreground thread. The purpose of sub or child or foreground thread is that to execute the operation, whose logic is written to execute the operation concurrently, whose logic is written in the whose logic is written in methods oblique what? Functions. I will tell you OOPs with threads, functional programming with threads. I will tell you both. Yeah. What is the purpose of main thread? The purpose of main thread is that to monitor the execution status of what? To monitor the execution status of what threads? Subthreads. Subthread is nothing but what? Subthreads are monitored by main thread. It is nothing but a parent, main thread. Yes. Now tell me, that is the purpose. By default, we already observed just now. By default, we have how many threads? By default, how many subthreads we have? Careful. 0. Super. What? By default, there exist. Yes, very good, ma. Very good. There exist single thread. There existing single thread. And whose name is? I forget. What is his name? Kotesh. Super. Whose name is main? What a beautiful remembrance. Main. Okay. Now I am coming. Programmatically, how many threads you can create, ma? Programmatically, there is a possibility of creating multiple threads. There is a possibility of creating multiple threads, multiple subthreads, I can say. Multiple sub or what? Child threads and multiple subthreads, and they are monitored by single main thread. Did you get the picture in your brain? Yes, what is the picture should be opened? This one. Left side is by default and right side is programmatic. This picture must be there always in your brain whenever you do threading application. Enough. So in today's class, understand definition of thread, Purpose of thread. Types of threads. What is the purpose of each thread? By default, what is there? Programmatically, what is there? Types of applications, you understand, it is more than enough. Tomorrow, I will enter into the programming. Tomorrow, I will enter into the programming. Okay, students, shall we stop the session? Yes, very good. So I will upload the notes. Please download it, read immediately. Thank you. Good day. All the best.